Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, today's video is going to be talking about every U20 Bluelock member and what their goal is with their training. And then making the perfect lineup. Now, that's going to take a while. This might be like a long video, but if I can get through everything I want to, it shouldn't be that long. So, let's get started. So, there's going to be key members from the Bluelock that will be key for every game. Well, there's going to be people who have impact in each game, but major impact in others. Mainly Kunigami, Ryo, Shido, Baro, Isagi, Bachira, Chigiri, and Rin. Now, you may ask why. Each one of those people got their own little page or two. If you don't believe me, go look back at the chapter 306. That chapter, Bachira, Chigiri, Rin, Shido, Baro, Kunigami, and Ryo got like their own page or a few. And the others, they were all clamped on the same 2 pages. Why? Now, that's where my brain was going. I'm like, wait a minute. But I'm going to get through what everyone's training is now. So, here we go! So, firstly, we gotta realize what everyone was doing. And Rin, he is at a tempo becoming calm. Is he trying to get rid of his destroyer mode, or is he trying to learn to control it? I think he's trying to control it and be able to use his water flow, too. Which, we saw how good water flow is. It is pinpoint accurate. Secondly, we got Isagi. He is copying ghosts. People who are goats. Not like Ronaldo and Messi, but they're goats of their generation before they even came along. Just, bruh, he's learning how the goats play. And then, we got Shido. Now, I had to do like a little bit of guessing. His was what I'm thinking is, his was to get the fun out before he sells his soul for only football. Because why would he go say everything was paid by Bluelock? Might be thinking he might want Cheeto to be 100% on. Fourthly, we got Baro. He went to go to American football. Why? Is he trying to learn to become the fastest of all? So, excuse for the noise. Is he trying to learn how to be able to take a tackle and be able to make a tackle without people noticing? Now, Bachira, he went to a children's school. He's going back to the basics. Is there something Ego wanted to learn there? We might not know. Chigiri, swimming grows the strength in the legs. And we know how mad Chigiri felt when he was subbed off for the U20 game. Is Ego trying to make sure that if it happens again, he's going to be like, it's your own fault that you're out now because you did the training. Ryo is there to become Bluelock's #1 soldier by copying everyone who was left. I don't think he was sent to copy Fugaku Gen, because why? Fugaku Gen was just, I don't even know why we put him in there. It might have been because of that rule, but if that rule was not there, Nagi would have made it. Just so then you Glazers know. Talk to the Federation. Back to what I'm saying. Otoya, he might be becoming more powerful and more stable in the air. Are we going to be able to see more of those chemical reactions with Bachira? We might. Now, we got IQ. He's there just to become the captain. He's studying so then he can become the captain. He wants to be the best leader he can be. Karasu, now, we know 2 things about him. He has amazing control, and he can create counterattacks. But here's the thing. He needs speed. And if he's having to run back every time when a counterattack's being launched and every time, that's going to wear you down if you realize. So, he needs to get his stamina up. Gagamaru, it's just reflexes. Come on. That's the basic. Are you? He's trying to get the martial arts down. He's trying to get martial arts down so then he can become one of one of the few people who we can trust on defense. Kunigami's also training in martial arts, but here's the thing. He could be a defender, because we saw he could defend Shido. But that into your mind when I'm going in, because that might be something you need to realize about me. Then we got Yukumiya. He's trying to learn how to be able to work with his disability, his blindness. If he's able to do that, oh, that is going to be good. Nico, he needs to become buff, and that's what Ego sent him to do. Now, Hiyori, he has headsets, but here's the thing. He's learning to control the tempo of a game and create the tempo. Now, you might be like, that's not what you need to know. Now, I've seen Inazuma 11. I've seen it all. Okay? So, when they were on the island during the alien invasion part, Alias Academy invasion part, Jude Sharp talked to someone and he said, everything has a rhythm to it. So put that into perspective. He's becoming the game manager. Sendo? What do snipers need to know? Pinpoint accuracy. What is Sendo Obly being taught? How to be pinpoint accurate with his shots. I'm sorry. I had to. Corona, get used to running because we see he can get worn out easily. Zatetsu, become faster. Fubaku, become better at anything. Raichi, become a 1v1 specialist on defense. Now, you might be like, but why? Sumo wrestlers have to push each other. So he's becoming like that man marker person who can just push people out. Corona, parkour. Like, what? That is insane, but it will make sense. And then we got Nanase. He's just getting used to his ambidextry. And if you're wondering why I'm looking over here too at the same time, this. I literally had to write this down and I forgot about Kunigami. So, yeah. Pretty much what this formation is to use is to be able to use our top two strikers when in Isagi. Chigiri's being put on the left for his snipe, and then Rayo's being put over there because he can copy and be able to do a lot with copying and be able to switch back up. Wait a minute. Wait, what? Wait, no. Karasu is being used as our defensive mid so that he can switch defense to offense. And we have Hiyori as center attacking mid to just create like offensive chances. We also got Otoya and Bachira on the same side to link up and maybe create another chemical reaction. We have Yukumiya at left back because he's played there. And he's a good 1v1 specialist, so he can bring up that ball too. We have Chigiri on the left just because of his Panther snipe. And then Rin and Isagi are just there because they have to be. And then we go to the other formation, which is our full offensive. Now, this formation is full offense. We do not care if anything happens. It is a full offense. We need it to hit. We need power, power, power. That is why Corona's in instead of Hiyori. Start off in the center. Because Corona will line up with any striker to allow them to have their best opportunity. Like we saw in the Baxter Moonchin versus PXG game. That also allows us to have like a full-fledged attack except for 3 players. Which is Karasu, Aiku, and Aryu. They'll be back there just defending and helping each other defend. To allow less points. Next, we got my defensive formation, which is a 4-3-1. This formation is used for only defensive regimes. We will have Hiyori being moved up to help out Rin and Isagi and create a triangle with them. And then we have a zone defense with Raichi, Karasu, Ryo, Niku, Aiku, Aryu, and Kunigami. Now you might be like, why is Kunigami in defense? He was able to man-mark Shido. He was. So, if he's able to man-mark Shido, who else can he man-mark? And we know how good Shido was. That's all we gotta do is have him man-mark people. And then we also got a different system that is just pretty much like the same. Of 4-1-1-4, which is Karasu and Hiyori on the same. It was the same as the beginning one, so I'll show you what I mean. This is the 4114, which pretty much is saying that Shigiri and Bachira are going to be moving up to be like a top tier strikers, and we have Karasu and Hiyori moving from defense to offense. The reason why we have Ninku and Aryu on the same side is to help out defensively and boost up our right side. And why Rayo's on the left with IQ is because Rayo can copy anything. So I'm going to say this, they can put it Rayo anywhere. I just like him in the defensive right now because like we need someone who can actually play defense. If Rayo was somehow like not available, I would put Raichi there. And now we're going into the systems. First we're going to deal with the Rin system. So here. Now this is the Rin system that I see if we need it. Like if Isagi's like little worn out and we just need to rest him for a game, we use the Rin system. Or like this could be like for a pre-game match before one of our actual matches. We try to figure out which system to use, and this kind of would work. I would switch that we have Kiroyana over where Otoya is, because of his ability to switch on which striker he'll use. And now we're to the Isagi system. This is the Isagi system. The main thing you use is that you have full offense. You have people who will line up with Isagi pretty well, like Corona, Yukimiya, Bachira, Hiyori, Chigiri, Baro, and Isagi. And he'll bring out the best in each one of them. So this allows you to have a very good offensive system and allows you to realize who works with who the best. And now we have the both systems. If we wanted to run like both systems at the same time, pretty good system to be honest. This is if we had both systems in at the same time. So we have Corona who will link up with Isagi, and Adase who will link up with Rin, and Hiyori. He can link up with either one. I trust him to. So can Karasu and be able to run defense. We also have Chigiri and Batra in the back because like they both can do what they can to bring the ball up and help out the other person. And that allows us to have a good defense and offense. And that will be the end. So if you liked it, please like, please subscribe. And until next time.